Welcome to Sky, Children of the Light. We are about to do the dailies. Then we will go and do our daily candle run. And right now the Red Shard event is going on, and that is being held in the cave in the Daylight Prairie. I'm just going to gather my candles real quick that are here in Avery. And the 4 spirits are still visiting. That's what this suitcase is right here, is to go to those 4 spirits. And that spirit is actually, I think, for the candles right now that are going on. We've had the double candle event going. And my rock is right here. It always is. They never change it unless I go through a portal first, and then it moves. All right. I think the daily quests are going to be in the Vault of Knowledge today. Yes. Which means the Daylight Prairie will have our regular candles, because the Dawn of Twilight portal never has any of the dailies or anything in it. And they always move the candles and the quests over one gate every day. All right. Actually, I need to see what our daily quests are real quick. Just one second. Let me grab this candle here. I get up there. There we go. There's one of our event candles. Okay. Let me see. All right. Today, admire the sapling in the Vault of Knowledge. Relive polite scholar's memory from the vault. Catch the wandering lights in the upper vault. And meditate at the temple at the vault. Okay. So we will have to take the escalator up today. Here's one of the candles. Let's see. Right here. So that's 2 out of the, I believe we will have 8 if it's still double candle day. There's number 3. Here's 4. There's 5. They like to hide them around here. Here's number 6, and this is our sapling that we need to meditate at. And to meditate, you basically just stand in the little circle of rocks. While that's doing that, let's see where. Okay, so the memory is either here or on the next level up. Let's see. Oh, that's to admire the sapling. Okay, we're doing that now. Polite Scholar will be on levels up. Okay. So that quest is done. We can now take the portal up. with these guys. Oh, let's get these candles real quick. There we go. And we will take the elevator up to the next level, which we probably will get the last 2 candles up here. And there's one of them. Okay. And there's the 8th one there. We'll go over here and get this candle. He's getting that one, so we'll unlock this one. There we go. Let's see if anybody is going to help unlock the door. We'll go ahead and light this for him. The other player was able to see something and go in. Oh. There we go. And we got 4 people. Let's see if it's not that memory. We'll have to find which person has the memory that we need to do. It's not here. Sometimes that is the one that you need to do the memory for. Alright, so we will go to the next level. But now we have all of our event candles, so we don't have to collect any more of those. We just need to finish the last, the other memories. And there's 1 memory, collect the lights. All right. We'll see if the memory is in here that we need to do, or if it's going to be on the next level. These glowing platforms will light the candles, or the things on those, which will... But before we leave here, we're going to collect the candles that are up there. Somebody's doing a memory. It might be that memory. Let's see, there we go. Okay, it was his memory. So I was able to catch that before it ended. So the memory quest is done. I'll collect this other candle that's down here. If you can catch the memory that someone's working on before it ends, it will count for you. And that's what I was able to do. I was able to catch it before they finished. Otherwise, I would have had to have gone and found the memory and started from scratch. Now the next level, we should have the wandering lights to do. We have 2 of our daily quests done. And the last one will be up at the very top where the temple is. And this is Sky, Children of the Light. I'm doing the daily quest right now. There's one of the wandering lights. I'll go ahead and light this lantern. There will be 3 of these lights we will have to collect. There's one of them. There's one of them there. There's 2. Okay. There's the last one that's down there. But we will go ahead and come up here and collect the lights up here since we're already close to the top. We'll go ahead and collect these first, and then we'll go down and catch that last light. Alright, there's the last light to finish that daily quest. Alright, and that should do it for here, so we will go ahead and go on to the next level. And the only other quest we have to do now is go to the very top and meditate at the temple. Alright, I don't need the wing light that's over there on the ribs, so I've got to wait for this light creature to come and light the lanterns off of it. There's 4 lanterns that this creature holds. Somebody's already lighting them. I'll go ahead and light this one. There we go. Then we'll go down here and wait for the lanterns to get over here. And the next level will be the temple. Welcome. This is Sky Children of the Light. I'm doing my daily quest and then my candle run. This is a multiplayer MMO game. It is also a multi-platform game. You can play it on the PS4, PS5, cell phone, computer. It's all different ways to play this game. I guess those other players are going to fly up. I'm going to wait and let one of these light creatures take me up so I don't lose my wing power. Until I get close to the top, and then I will go ahead and fly up. Gather these candles before I meditate at the temple. There's a big cake of candles behind the altar here, so we will go behind the altar, grab them. And the meditation is usually over here on the side, on the left side of the temple. And when you have to meditate at these altars, they will have a question, which today's, let's see, today's question, share a favorite sky memory. So let's see, my favorite sky memory. Probably getting all the statues. In Eden. Didn't do it on this account, but I did do it on one of my other accounts. I missed one statue last time. So unfortunately I hadn't been able to complete it on this tune. Alright, and that is the last of the daily quest. So we're going to go hand that in, and then we'll head to Daylight Prairie for the candles and do the Red Shard event, which is going on right now. And that's going to be in the cave today. And you know it's going on because above the gate, you will see the red shards on the gate that the event is going in. And today it's a Red Shard event. All right, I bow to hand in and pick up my quests. And I will also pick up my daily cinnamon roll here, which gives you oh, it didn't count because I got up, sorry. The daily cinnamon roll will give you wax, which is your currency in game, because the wax makes candles. Collect my candle, there we go. And into the prairie, Daylight Prairie. And there will be 8 candles today. There are normally 4, but we have double candles going on. So we will collect our daily candle cakes. And we'll do the red shard while we're collecting these, because one of the candle cakes will probably be in the cave where we gotta go for the shard. So we'll go ahead and do it while we're collecting these. There's 2 out of the 8. Thank you for liking. I appreciate anything you guys can do. Thank you for joining. This is Sky Children of the Light. This is a MMO. It's also a multi-platform game that can be played on several different platforms, like your cell phone, computer, PS4, PS5, etc. There's different ways to play this game. It's not a normal MMO. This game actually, it doesn't have enemies like most MMOs have, which I really like. The only enemy in this game is a krill, or the game calls a dark dragon, and you don't really fight it, you just try to avoid it. It will hurt you and take some of your wing lights, and if it does take your wing light, all you got to do is go find which light it took, or which wing light it took, and go regather that light. So it's not like a huge deal. If it does take your wing light, it just means you're going to have to go run around and regather the 5 lights that it took, or however many. If you get hit more than once, it may take more than 5. And you never know where it's going to take those from. It'll take it from different maps, and you'll just have to go find them. All right, that's half of our candles now. That's 4 of them. Instead of going straight, which is the way I normally would go, I'm going to go to the right first to the bird's nest. Sometimes there's candles in there. And then we'll go straight through the middle, but we'll take a different gate over here up there. Would take us to the same place. And then we'll take a cavern area there, one of the gates that will go to the cave. We could go straight across where that crack is, between those two mountains. That would take us to the cave. And that's just one way to get there. But we're going to go from the middle area from over here in the eagle's nest. They give you multiple ways to get to the same areas. Up there where those clouds are straight ahead, there is a little gate that will take us to the area where we could have gone straight for, and that's the way we're going to go to get to that straight area, which is the islands. But we are going to gather the candles in here first. Sometimes there's one right here on this little floating island in the bottom part here. We'll see. Yes, there is. All right. That's our fifth one. And we'll get this candle right down here. And the only other place they put candles in here is right over here. We'll see if it's here. It would be right here on this, but it's not. Okay. And there is the little portal I was telling you about that we could go through to get to the little islands over here. Sometimes there's one right here on this first center one. And there is. So there is our sixth one. The only other place they would have them besides the cave is up there at the top at the temple. And to do the temple, there's different ways to get there. You can light these three towers on these three islands, or in that cave there. That will take you to the top, and there would be a portal that would take you straight up to the temple. And there's a lot of candles there. That is the gate we would have come through. If we had gone straight, it would have came to this area. But instead of going back there and going to the cave, we will go to the cave from up here. This is also the cave entrance. And to go through these, you have to have spirits. And as you see, there are two different constellations there that you would have to have two spirits for one constellation or one gate. And you would have to have three for the other. I have all my spirits so I can get through any of the portals. But that's what those numbers mean. And the shapes are for your different gates, which are like constellations. Now I see the red shard event already. Oh, it's just regular crabs, so we can blow them over. I'm trying to see the candles sometimes right there. I didn't see the candles. Ah. Trying to light myself a little bit because I'm running out of energy. And if one of those crabs wakes up and hits me, it might make me lose some of my wing light. Usually there's other players in here working on this and it's faster. The red shard events you will get Eden candles for. And the only other way to get those Eden candles is to go to Eden. You only get, I believe, 3 of them. Ooh. I thought that shard was going to land on my head. You'll see a red glow around where the shards land when they're about to land. But I was lighting something and couldn't move. Normally there's the red crabs in here that have spikes, the crystal spikes on their head. You cannot do a large call and knock those over like you can those guys. And they do hurt. So luckily it's just regular crabs today. And you can actually pick these guys up and carry them around with you if you wanted to. All right. And this is the last part to collect our wing light. There is a wing light when you are doing red shards, the memories that you will get after you collect everything here, and watch those crystals, they will hurt. After you collect everything and you get your Eden candles, there will be a little crystal that appears right there where the crab is. And it will take you to a memory. There are like 6 memories. I believe there's 6, 5 or 6, something like that. And each of those memories will have a wing light in there. I've only collected 1 since I did Eden last. And there's our crystal. Okay, come on, let me in. Here we go. We'll go see which memory it is today. All right. Oh, I think I've already collected that memory. And there is a quest line here too that I've already done. But that quest line, if you've not done it, you could actually complete it here, pick it up, and then go out, do the red shard again, and keep coming back and back until you've collected all of them. And that's the exit there ahead. But we'll go ahead and make sure this is the one I did collect already. These will give you your wing light back. Plus I'll use my torch that I have, which will make it faster too. I have a lantern also that I can carry, but that only helps other players. It will not give me power. But it will help someone if you're flying on their back. It will give them power. This is the only one that I have that will give myself power, but it's slow. And it's quite a ways up to climb to the top. And if you don't make it, then you have to basically go all the way back down and try it again. Oh, I think my torch went out. There we go. We're almost to the top. There's another crystal there if I need to get more energy. Try to make it to that one. Oh, barely made that one. Almost there. And this is Sky Children of the Light. And there, yes, I did collect this one. It would be right there where that pedestal is. And I have already collected this one. You can exit here also. And this will take you to home instead of Avery. And both of them have this little portal here, and this will take you back to where you were. Which I don't think it'll take me back in that memory. It should take me back to the cave, which it did. All right, and we'll try to find our candles. There's the one. There we go. And I don't think there was one over here. I'm not going to do the red shard again. I'm just making sure the red candle's not over here. And then we'll just fly on past the red shard event since I've already done it. You'll only get the candles once a day, so if you've already done it, you don't want to do it again because you're not going to get more Eden candles by doing it again. The only reason you would do it more than once in a row is if you're doing that story quest line that's inside the memory there. Then you can go ahead and redo it just to get the memory. And as I said, there are 2 ways to get to the temple, which should have our last ones, is to light these up here, these 3 bell towers. Or you can actually go to that one and go up to the top. And there are a lot of candles up there. And I'll probably go ahead and do that. You do have to have 8 players to do that though. So hopefully we will get some players down here. You gotta have another player to unlock this door. Ah, there comes a player. Okay. All right. Let me get out of this memory. There we go. Now I can light the door. We had to be in the same instance. Accidentally clicking the memory put me in a different instance than him. And you have to have 6 spirits to enter this area, from this area, which I've already gotten. And I have all my spirits. But if you didn't have all your spirits, you would have to go collect 6 and take them to the temple before you could enter this way to get up. Now we'll see if we can get 8 players. There will be other players that'll be in different instances that will appear. Once you get close to the amount, you'll start seeing a bunch of people show up on your screen. Oh, that's a friend of mine. They've got a name. Their name disappeared, and it looks like they did a different instance. I don't know. So we got 4 of us in here so far. We just need a couple more to show up from a different instance. There we go. Somebody else showed up there. Now one player needs to get out of the instance they're in and join the rest of us. There we go. Now the elevator is going to the top. Blow them some kisses. All right. We'll light all the candles. The candle wax for candles is your currency in this game. That is how you purchase your outfits, your hair, all that kind of stuff. Your emojis that you do. You get them from spirits. All right. And you purchase them from spirits with candles or from hearts. And there is a wing light up here, up in the cave at the very top on the right side. There is a little cave to enter, and there will be a wing light in there on a tent. And we'll go through this portal, which will take us to the temple. All right. Now, sometimes there is a red candle right there, but it's not there. So we will go inside the temple where there should be red candle. I see one right there. We'll go down here and collect the candles that are back here. If I'm not mistaken, though, that was just 7, unless I miscounted. That would have been our 7th. There should be 8. So I don't know if I missed one somewhere. I am not sure. As far as the quests and the candles, except for the one that's missing, I've already done the red shards and everything else. So I think that was the 7th. You have a challenge down where? On the game? Make sure it's not anywhere else up here. Make sure it's not anywhere else up here. No. So that's 1, 2, 2 from there, 3. There were 4, 5. Let's see. I'm not sure where the last candle is. Because there were 2 at the beginning, 2 in the area straight ahead. So that was 4. There was 1 here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Because there was 1 here. Okay, so that's 5. There was 1 in the cave, which was 6. 1 up there. And there was 1 over there in the bird's nest. So that was our 8 candles. All right, so we will go back to Avery. The bird's nest, yes, that did have 1 candle I already picked up. Sanctuary Islands never has the daily candles. There are stuff to do there, but it never has the daily candles. And the Red Shard event today is over in the caves, which I just finished doing. And I don't think it's time yet. It's another hour away before I would have to go to Sanctuary Islands for the little volcano thing to collect wax, or the turtle or anything like that. So but I've already handed in my daily quests. As you can see, once you do, the spirits disappear and they put the bar stools up, because I've already gotten that in my cinnamon roll. Oh, a friend of mine just came online. Oh, for the cakes, yeah, there are a couple of cakes there. If I need to do something in the area, I usually will go there and grab the cakes that are in there, because there are like a couple that you can grab in there, like in the waterfall area, and at the very top as you're flying down. So there are a couple of big cakes that you can get in there. Same thing over here also, you can go in there, and over here also you can go in there and go to the right to the and gather a couple of the big cakes in there too. And then go to the temple and grab all the candles from there. I wasn't doing a regular candle run though. I do that for a regular candle run and try to gather all the candles I can. This was just gathering the daily candle cakes, the 8 that right now it's 8, normally it's 4, but with the double candles going on, the event candles and the daily candles are 8 of them. Oh, I'm sorry. You too. I hope you have a wonderful day too. I hope your Wi-Fi gets better. All right. I want to thank you guys for coming though and joining me for doing the daily candles and the daily quests. And I thank you. And until tomorrow when we do it all over again, y'all have a blessed one.